lately, in the last year, I've been working with a guy from Arizona. His name is Marco DePrima. We've been establishing kind of we sat down and said, well, how can we bring this together so that it is meaningful and it works today? So we decided to use CDJs. Now, not enough room to have CDJs here, so I just set up this Pioneer sampler to represent the CDJ system. And we decided to go Eurorack. We decided to go with the apex of what it was to have, to be DJ right now, because if you think about what it is to DJ right now, you train on CDJs, you use Record Box, you get that going. I know a lot of people use Serato and some people still use Tractor, but for the most part, on a global scale, CDJs are the way to go. So we decided we'd use that, and there's a lot that the Pioneer systems can offer. There's really great things with hot cues and all sorts of really fun tricks that you could do. And then we said, let's go to the other side of the spectrum. Let's go with the most kind of hands-on, raw, pure stuff that we can get, and that's the Eurorack sort of way of doing things, where everything is modular. You have to have the spaghetti happening here to get things plugged in and get it going. So what we did was we came up with a set. We trained where I would be DJing or Marco would be DJing, and either Marco or I would be doing the Eurorack stuff, and sometimes we switch, and we'd find a way to play tracks and incorporate the Eurorack so that we can do this kind of seamless, super live act that somehow would be relevant today, would sound as powerful as any DJ set, but even more because you'd have the rawness included with the Eurorack. And incorporate it into a live presentation, and we call it the hybrid live set. That's just a working title for now, and I think you guys understand what we mean by that. So what we do is we use a Pioneer DJ S1000 as a way to get MIDI from the Pioneer system. So because there's MIDI happening inside of the network, inside the Pioneer CDJ, especially if you have the network together. We can get this one in the same network, and then we can get a MIDI out to the Eurorack stuff, so that we can sync it all up and just be all the time. So if I'm changing the tempo on a deck while I'm DJing, the Eurorack kind of moves along with it, and we're able to share and have fun and not worry about what tempo we're in or staying in sync. And the DJS 1000 has been very instrumental to do that. It's been a really great way because we've been trying to figure out a way of like having somebody write some code and create a special box that'll do that for us. But for now, the S1000 is great because I can also have little parts that I can play in here as well, or program in here, some drones or whatever I can do here, and then on top of that, play with the Eurorack. So, as I said, this has now become, for us, the fun new way of doing things. And every time we've played quite a lot in some significant places. We played at Synthplex not too long ago in California. We played, if anybody knows of this little club in Berlin called Berghain, we played there. We played at Tresor in Berlin as well. We played a couple of shows here in New York. And every time we play, it's just a fantastic experience to be able to have everything that is possible at our fingertips. Because I found that neither by itself were satisfying enough. That every time I just saw a DJ set, I was wondering, how much of a miracle was always going on. And every time I saw a Eurorack set, purely Eurorack, the problem with a pure Eurorack set for me, maybe you guys disagree or agree, is that you can carry a great live set for a half an hour, 45 minutes, but can you do a 4-hour Eurorack set that stays interesting and stays sounding very diverse? And the diversity that you can get by playing other people's tracks is a lot more desirable when you're playing a longer period of time. So for a short period of time, half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour, a live set with a Eurorack works, but after that it gets very hard to keep up and keep going. Are you repatching live, and are you just sounding like the same thing? After a while, there's a kind of a small bandwidth of what you can attain with that.